review.
What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and whatever his intro is.
Well, this is the Wrestling for Fans YouTube channel, so he just decided to...
Can I hijack it?
He just did! But, we are doing... Hang on, let me do my intros here.
Let's talk about the Royal Rumble.
No, it doesn't work that way. This is my channel. You do it by my rules.
Your rules.
We are doing Rumble 2019 review, as says the title, so...
Now, as we all know, the Royal Rumble in 2019 was in the books. I'm just... Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go right ahead.
Okay, like we were just talking about, I decided to go live so we didn't have to redo all this. It was a solid show. I'm not going to take that from you. But where was all the surprises?
I'm kind of glad there wasn't surprises.
But that what makes the Rumble. There was Jeff Jarrett. Only Jeff Jarrett.
I would have honestly liked to see Elias and Jarrett do a duet.
That would have been cool. But we're getting out of order. Let's start out with the pre-shows. I do know we had Lana. Well, not Lana. We had Rusev and Nakamura, which we saw a new U.S. champion. I don't think any of us called that.
No.
It was a solid match. I didn't like all the interference.
I did like
New U.S. champion, shocking, but not unheard of.
Now the Cruiserweight title, we both predicted correctly, and it was a great match.
I didn't have a chance to watch that match, but from what I understand, it was an excellent match. So I am not going to complain about that. Honestly, I would have to watch the pre-show to watch it at some point. But we both predicted the right. So, the opening match on the main card, what was it again?
Wasn't it the SmackDown ladies?
No, that wasn't it. Do this, let's go with McMahon, Miz against the Ball.
We predicted that correctly.
I think we predicted that they would win the match, but not the titles.
Oh yeah, we
both said that we both saw them winning. It was going to be a matter of if they won the belt.
So we technically...
How about we get a half a point?
Okay.
We can't get a full point, we get a half. But I'm kind of glad. But the one thing I didn't like was the aftermath. The aftermath of the being proud of the Miz. What happened once you hit WWE title and being proud of your son?
That was back in like 2011.
Yeah, but
no one remembers this time.
But the announcer was plugging that the Miz's father finally has something to be proud of his son over. Come on, he was the world champion for crying out loud. But again, the match was good. The after party, let's don't even think about that.
It was great.
So Asuka, Becky, hands down best match of the night, I think.
I'm going to have to disagree with that.
I think, I don't know.
And there's a reason why I'm not going to give it to him, is because it was...
The end of the match.
Well, since we're on that subject...
We will touch that in a minute when we get to this match. We're not to that match. Let's first, we disagree that Asuka and that was the match of the night, but Asuka's still champion, Becky didn't. We will touch more on Becky later. Let's go with Ronda and Sasha. Good match. I think Ronda sold a bit too much, but good match.
It was a good match, and I do have to give a shout out to Ronda. Great white Power Ranger attire.
Yeah, you gotta admit that was kind of cool. Okay, now we're gonna go to the ladies' women's match. We start out with Evans of NXT. Now, I guess Raw. That's what she's been showing up at.
Yeah.
And Natalya lasted close to 1 hour. She now has the record for women. At the longest, she lasted 55:56, I think was her exact time frame.
There is one thing I do have to say, Lacey Evans, and I haven't watched NXT, So I don't know much about the gal.
I don't either, honestly.
But she botched a lot. And I don't know if it was because of nerves or...
That was her first official main call match.
I mean, yeah, she...
But the thing is, she might have bodged, but she did do a heck of a job.
And I do have to give her credit. She did eliminate the Iconics
By herself.
in a unique spot, but it was kind of a damper because Charlotte had just came in and started wailing on everyone.
But the thing is, was her botching everything what she was supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, we all talking WWE. They come up with the stupidest stuff. But highlight of the match is the Lana injury. She kept getting attacked by a couple people, I think, coming to the ring. And then the Vegas scenario with Hornswoggle.
I have to say this.
That was hilarious.
Hornswoggle that leprechaun hat anymore.
No.
If he wears it, at least cut your hair.
Well, he makes buddy. Where are you going?
You know what I enjoyed the Royal Rumble from top to bottom. You know.
Well, we were going to touch more. We ain't done with the Rumble review yet.
I think the spots of the night have to go to that.
Well, hang on. We're going to touch on this Lana injury. Finlay is out there checking on her, and out comes Becky Lynch, who is pleading her case. She looks at Lana. She looks at Finlay. Finlay finally looks at Lana, and lo and behold, we now know how Becky Lynch is going to get into the three-way match that they are supposed to against Charlotte, Becky, and Ronda. How does Charlotte get to Raw now?
Draft.
Won't be till after me.
Unless they do.
It's gonna have to be some sort of a trade. Be a trade that makes sense.
I'm on this. Well, yeah. But I'm gonna revert back to the Sasha and Ronda match
To that.
but I think
But I will say she was good.
she balanced herself.
She was a spider.
She went. I was done. She went to the
Corner post.
corner post, wrapped her legs around it, and started to hoist herself up.
Shimmy up the pole. It was a good spot. The only thing I have to discredit this Rumble for was there was no shocking appearances by a legend. I mean, we don't need a lot, but
I'm
a couple.
I'm glad for that.
No. Rumble so special is not knowing who's going to the pass. You don't need a lot. A couple, though. But like they did with the men a few years back with the King, JBL, and Nicole. Something like that. But they needed... that's the only thing I have one or two.
I'm kind of glad they didn't go the Legends.
No. That's what...
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just saying
That's what makes Rumble so special. So, after that, we go to... and Daniel Bryan.
I'm not going to say it was a bad match by any means of the word.
The match was good.
It was a good match. It's just
I don't like the ending, though.
They were building it as the new AJ Styles versus, well, no, the real AJ Styles versus the new Daniel Bryan. There was nothing new. There was nothing. The only interesting part was the return of Eric Rowan.
But how does that make sense?
Shawn Michaels, Diesel.
No.
Shawn had his heavy and Diesel.
There was a guy on YouTube earlier that said that they could see that being a formation of a new faction, with Daniel being the leader. I could see maybe the Brunson brothers being basically his heavy hitters. and they could run the division for a while. Shane and Bennis ain't gonna have a long run. We can agree to that.
Yeah.
And I can see the brothers taking the belts. But what is that we leave way? Because they were supposed to be reforming the Wyatt family. They can't reform the Wyatt family with Daniel as the heavyweight champion. They would have to rename the group. I mean, he could the group and maybe go for the U.S. strap,
but there's a problem with Daniel joining the group as world champion.
He wouldn't. He's going to be the leader of whatever this new group is.
Well,
hands down.
You know, I got to thinking about that, and I was on Twitter earlier today, and Bray tweets out some cryptic tweets. And, you know, I think this is a way to get Bray back on television, because we haven't seen him on television ever since.
I'm intrigued to see where this goes. Let's move on now.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar, Finn pretty much got buried.
I'm not going to say that.
I will. And I'm going to say he got buried, and there's a lot of people that agree with this concept. That match was not the best we've ever seen from Finn. I think what we're going to see...
But it was one of Brock's better matches.
Brock, yeah, it was...
And I'm not gonna sit here and agree with you that Finn got buried. I mean, I would say that Finn got buried in, like, maybe if he didn't get any offense in.
Well,
but he did.
He got some offense in, but that was...
And he took Brock to the limit.
Yeah, but I think this was a punishment because I think it was. And this could...
Finn put up a great fight. He just came up short.
And there's also people that thinking we're going to see a rematch with the Demon, and we see a shocking outcome. I mean, you could take this match two ways.
You say he's buried. I say he's not.
Well, we disagree on this.
And...
doesn't mean we have to agree all the time.
No.
So let's move on, because we're just about to our destination. The Men's Rumble. Again, not really that many surprises, but I will say this. At least we had a legend spot. Even though he didn't last very long. But the shocker of the night had to be the number 30 spot. And I'll let you touch on that since you wanted to earlier.
Yes. R-Truth came out dancing and rapping. And
yep.
Then Nia Jax just basically goes, nope. And just beats R-Truth up. Then enters, and my God, did she look phenomenal against the men.
What does that represent?
4.
And what am I trying to come across right now?
4 horsewomen?
No.
4 eliminations?
Chyna.
Oh yeah, she's the
Kamala. Awesome Kong.
She's the 4th member.
Beth Phoenix.
And
now
Chyna.
Awesome Kong.
And that puts Nia Jax in a league of her own.
And she eliminated at least one. And she took Orton to the limit for a few minutes.
And I do have to say, I never thought I would see a heel and a face work together to... And you could read it on Ray's face, like, I really don't want to do this.
Yeah, but here's something we got to consider. Orton returned last Tuesday.
Yes.
He's been cheered ever since. Is he a babyface right now?
I hope not, because he makes a better heel.
Okay, let's basically break down the winner of this match was Rollins. Do you agree with that choice?
I do, and I honestly would like to see a triple threat match because right now Rollins has nothing to do besides
wait for
Brock. So I would like to see Drew, Rollins, and Brock.
You let him feud with Drew up until Mania, but we don't want that. With that being said, this is Wrestling for Fans.
And I'm Hardcore Christopher. I already hacked his channel, so...
Till we meet again. Cheers.
Keep it hardcore, everyone.
Hacking away. Okay, I guess